Dealing with failure. I want to preface this video by first saying that failure is absolutely not a bad thing. While on the face of it, it can seem like it's the worst thing in the world, but failure is only bad if you choose not to learn from it. I am a firm believer that there's something to be learned from every experience, good or bad. But more often than not, that lesson will never present itself immediately, and it's just up to you to figure it out. But figuring out exactly what life is trying to teach you can be one of the hardest things to actually do. You may already be feeling discouraged, lost, or defeated, but this is where you just need to look failure in the eyes and just say no. You will never be defined by failure, no matter how big or small. Always remember you are more than just one success or failure. I myself have failed more times than I can even count, and there are still several failures that I'm trying to deal with and learn from today. But there are also equal amount of failures that I've learned and grown from and ultimately turned those failures into success. The first step in dealing with failure is changing your perception of what failure is. You can't see failure as something that is over and absolute, but rather as a delayed success. Now, the delay time is unknown, but the point is that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and no matter how long that tunnel is, you will see the light as long as you believe it's there. One example of this that I can kind of think of, at least that is kind of recent, is the whole FaZe Clan situation, where they kind of had that super hard reboot last year in 2024. So just for some context, I'm a huge FaZe Clan fan. I've been watching them since I was like 10 years old, way back in like 2016. But, you know, there was this whole situation where pretty much they kind of lost their identity of their org, and pretty much they were just kind of seen as this massive corporate takeover and this utter failure of a gaming organization. And then just through this vision, FaZe sort of rebuilt it. He recruited a bunch of new people. I remember reading the comments whenever they posted their new recruits. People were like, who are these people? FaZe Clan is a disappointment. What even is FaZe? Just all this hate. And now you fast forward I mean, it's a year later, and they're killing it on Twitch. They're killing it on YouTube. They're arguably the biggest gaming internet content creation organization in the world right now. And so whenever I think about this situation, I kind of think of sort of the perception of FaZe Banks, who was kind of the catalyst for sort of revamping what FaZe is. And pretty much I just kind of think about, like, you know, he had to take this dumpster fire of a group and an organization, and even though it looked like it was completely dead in the water, there was no hope for it, he saw that light and he was willing to just trust in himself and believe in himself and what he knows, which is the internet, and just rebuild this organization from the ground up, and now they're killing it today. Even if the vision isn't clear, trusting that there is something to be learned will slowly help clear this vision up as time goes on, and eventually you will know the steps you need to take in order to turn your failure into a win. It can seem like a lot of faith and trust, but at the end of the day, you need to believe in yourself. And remember, you can do it. Always remember, too, there is not one failure or win that defines you. How you respond to either is what will determine a true win or failure. I believe in you, stay positive, and stay safe.